So everybody, Rhythm the Elf here, and welcome to episode 8 of Warp to the Stars, where we just build rockets in Kerbal Space Program and launch them, or I do, and I just have a good time all around. And so what we're going to be doing today is launching the next module for our KCAR, our Kerbin Communications and Refueling Manned or Kerbal Space Station. So that's pretty cool. It's loading. Okay. Come on. Okay, come on. Just load, please. There we go. So yeah, we got our standard lower and mid stage launcher. We've got Bill Kerman in the pilot seat here. Okay, we'll just get all the utilities up here. So if you don't know if you haven't watched any of the other episodes, I'm not going to explain what all this is and what I'm talking about all the time, because like this is standard now to me. I have some other stuff that's standard. So yeah, we're just gonna, I don't know, let's just launch. Also, I've been trying to design a new prototype rocket. You might have already seen a little clip I got from that. It was pretty crazy, and I'm still testing that. But for now, we have our good old. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble speaking right now for some reason. And we are going sideways. Why is that? Did we not have SAS on? Seriously? Oh, come on, stop. What is going on? Oh no! Okay. Yeah, little design flaw, I forgot about that. Yeah, I was testing this out. It was having some problems with that upper stage. Let me just fix that real fast. I know how to. I've done it before. I had to do that with the power module too. I had to put some stuff on to help. We're just gonna get some of that. Put that up. I feel so unprofessional right now, but I honestly don't care too much. It's fine. Just put this. No. Okay. See, I had tried it before, but apparently it's not quite working. Okay, okay, good enough. Now let's try this. Sorry for that. Let's try this now. Come on. So, yeah, this is what we're going to be focusing on for a while, is this space station. I want to get this up because communications. We have arguably the most important module here, containing our best communications module, or communication satellites, which get a range of 60 gigameters, or 60 billion meters. So I calculated at our current position that is around Joule. We could communicate from here to Joule with that stuff. So yeah, pretty important technology. There we go. We have it all the way throttled up, and let's go. See how this works. Is it okay? First couple seconds, nothing's exploded yet. Come on, don't do anything. Slow and steady. Okay, so I'm gonna need to catch up to it, so yeah. And last time, if you missed that episode, click somewhere, there'll be somewhere on the video to click, probably, to go to that one. Oop, no, I want to set that as a target. Good thing it doesn't allow you within the atmosphere to switch. So, yeah. And we're gonna... And so last episode we pretty much just put up the power module, but it's interesting to see, I'd say. Not terribly interesting, but it's interesting enough. Okay. As soon as we get to 5 kilometers here, we're gonna wanna, or 5,000 meters, we can do a gravity turn. So I suppose I should be looking at that. We're gonna start a small gravity turn. Tiny one. Okay, here comes the test. Oh, it looks like maybe. Is it maybe stabilized? It looks like it's okay. It looks, for the moment, like it's okay. Oh my gosh, how is this working? Okay, and I know I'm not supposed... I keep saying okay. I'm not supposed to... Actually, it's very inefficient to go above 200 meters per second when you're below 10,000 meters. But I say, oh well. I want to go as fast as possible. I want to get up here as quick as possible. So, yeah. Okay, and we also get to test out orbital maneuvering below the targets. Apoapsis and periapsis today. And or. I mean, we get apoapsis and or periapsis, because one end is going to be... there's going to be some point of this orbit that needs to be connecting to the actual orbit of the space station. I'm having serious trouble talking today. I have no idea why. And I'm assuming that, yeah, they cut out. Get off. That's beautiful. As soon as we get to around 60 kilometers, I'm just gonna ditch the fairings and you'll be able to see the payload. And at 65 kilometers, just to be on the safe side. And we are having some problems with thrust, apparently. Oh gosh. I may have to ditch the fairings early. They do carry a bit of quite a bit of mass. And they look kind of just obnoxious. Come on. I would try and attempt the gravity turn more, but I don't want to move it. Okay, can we at least get out of the atmosphere with the apoapsis? Come on. Come on. Oh, it is rapidly dropping. Okay. Ditching the fairings early. So there's the payload. Pretty awesome. So those will fall back to Earth also. This is the payload. Very cool, very cool. High range satellites. Oh, and I suppose mission control if I really must, but you know. So this communication satellite will be a lot for probes, and it will be one of our main communications, one of our main communication systems. So very important that we get this up, because that then of course will allow for probe missions. And if the connection isn't blocked, then we can do that. But that's why I want an expansive network of satellites before I do a probe mission, to make sure that the probe can stay connected. We're still losing velocity here, but we are outside of the atmosphere now, so it's okay for the most part. You can see there, we are not doing too great in the orbit right now. So yeah, I'll go for an apoapsis of probably 150 kilometers. That's a pretty safe bet right there. So I'll probably stop this current burn at around 147 kilometers to give myself a 3-kilometer leeway. And why did I stop? Why did I stop thrusting? Oh my gosh, that would have been really horrible. And I just realized that this little device actually, this is the furthest it can go, so I suppose that makes sense considering the mass of this little thing. I'm just thinking out loud here. Apoapsis is over 100 kilometers and rising. That was not a burp you heard. That was just struggling to speak. I don't know why I'm struggling to speak. And we have an almost full connection. Seriously? I swear it's only... I bet it's only because actually, no, it shouldn't be because of the maximum range. This should have connection. Why doesn't this have connection with all each other? I don't know. Oh, Kerbal Space Program. How you astound me. Okay, let's just see here. Oh, staging. Wait, I want to try something. So I'm gonna go IVA there. If I press C and then go back. Oh, no, it stays there. Of course, little awesome logo there. It's just retro KSP flag. But still, it's cool. It's one of my favorites. It's cute. So, we're gonna turn a little bit more here. There we go. So we're at around 80 degrees. I would go into IVA mode to try and be precise, but if I start trying to be precise, then we are going to be doing just adjusting. I'm going to be here for a while if I try to, well past the apoapsis, trying to get this gravity turn correct. This is good enough. Seriously, why? I put up, like, this thing has the ability of, like, 4 satellite connections. I know it's connected to both these. It has the range. It has the range. The planet's not blocking it. I don't know what's going on. It can connect, so it's not a power issue. It has, like, 4... These each come equipped with 4 medium-range satellites. Like, compared to the whole solar system, they're medium-range satellites. Medium to low, really. But still, pretty good. And I don't know. Oh, wait. No, it should be fine. I don't get it. Let's just continue our current mission. Shall we? Yeah, we shall. So I have, at the time of this recording, by the way, I haven't actually posted episode 7, but, I've just been extremely anxious. I want to get this space station done. That's what I've been so anxious about. I just want to get it done. Also, I'm glad to see that the added communication we put on it with the power module, we had a little bit more communication. And I totally screwed up my apoapsis. Whatever. I just need it to be lower than the space station's orbit, so that's fine. Let's get this, add a maneuver, and... good enough. Okay. Let's point towards it and burn ASAP. I don't think I have MechJeb on this. Oh well. I'll just do it all manually, that's fine. Also, quick save, just in case things go wrong. This time I'm actually going to quick save frequently. Yeah. That's another little inside thing. You have to watch the other video to find out. Making you watch other videos. Anyway, to be serious here, let's just burn. Burn! Go now. This is not good. Oh, jeez. Not good at all. I mean, it looks like a fast burn, but you can see we're going to run out of fuel before it's done. That's the usual. Then we're going to switch to the nuclear engine, and that's why I've been trying to get a better model, because this nuclear engine is not efficient at all for this sort of thing. It is for interplanetary travel strictly, it should just be that, but I thought I'd put it on just because it is very efficient, but I need a lot of thrust here. So I've been trying to design another one, and it's kind of difficult. I designed this. I don't even remember how I designed this. This just kind of came because that was what I thought would be okay. I suppose that's the best way, and I thought it would work. Oh. And then, as you can see, we're now past the node. We are now falling towards Kerbin. We are gliding is the current term at the moment to be used, which is most appropriate to the situation, but we are pretty much going to be falling. Consider it falling. Anyway, if we can get this down to 900 meters per second of delta V, that'd be nice. 850, could we? That would be even better. Way better. The less delta V that this nuclear engine has to burn, the better. Because I need a lot of thrust, and this engine provides a lot of thrust. Is it me, or I thought this payload would take up more mass and would thus be harder to put up, but apparently not. I suppose the power module was quite heavier with its gigantic solar panels, although they do come contracted initially, so that reduces the mass by quite a bit. Anyway, just my random ramblings while we're doing this. Okay, we're almost done with this stage. Okay, how long is this going to take us with this one? Okay, quick question. How long till this? 5 minutes, huh? Oh, jeez. This is going to be a close one, isn't it? Seems kind of like that. Yeah, I can't time accelerate. Okay, we're going to have to see where this goes. I'm not quick saving here. Just in case things go wrong, I don't want to quick save here. Fine, I will, I suppose. Just in case maybe I could get out of this burn. Or burn a different direction. Oh, and I was almost about to overheat. I forgot. Oh, jeez. That would have been horrible. That would have been horrible. Gonna slowly overheat here. And by slowly, I mean not so slowly. We are 0.7, I believe 2.6 is a stable orbit, is a stable orbital velocity, but I can go less than that. I just like to go for 2.6 because that seems like just a good velocity. But if we don't need to, we don't have to. I kind of want to conserve actually on all this. And we are dropping also, so that's a concern, another concern. Gonna just kind of give it a bit more of a burn here. And lower. Like that. There we go. I'm not sure on this, don't quote me on this, but I believe the hotter the engine burns, the more, excuse me by the way, the more thrust, sorry, I'm just focused on I'm extremely focused on this. The more thrust it produces. I can't, don't quote me on that, but I thought I heard somewhere that that's how it is. Also, it appears that 2.2 is actually orbital velocity, but 2.6 is a stable orbital velocity. For me, at least. And I don't know why I have this connected to mission control when I already have a manned mission. It's a manned mission. Jebediah is still MIA, or KIA, if you will. So, yeah, he's going to be, he's probably in, like, the forest somewhere. He'll just brush himself off and come back. Yeah, that's kind of the Kerbal way, isn't it? Come on. Stable orbital velocity. We are fairly high above the atmosphere, I suppose. Less so than I'd like to be, but, you know, whatever. We have 140 meters per second of delta V to burn, and lowering fairly rapidly. Okay, we now have a periapsis that's above the ground. It's not very stable at all of a periapsis, but it's a periapsis nonetheless. It is rising at a decent speed. Okay. 2.2. Oh my gosh, are we actually going to get into an orbit? Yeah, I think we're in somewhat of a stable-ish orbit. Not really at all, because of this periapsis. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, 80 meters per second of delta V to burn and lowering. Are we gonna do this? Is this actually going to happen? I would be shocked if it did. Yeah, this is why I need a better design. This should be like, orbiting is not usually a problem. It's just the fact that this engine does not have a high thrust. It's very high specific impulse but very low thrust. So yeah, it's not the most efficient engine for orbital maneuvering above Kerbin. Oh, by the way, or not orbital maneuvering, just getting into an orbit around Kerbin. By the way, 2.3 meters per second. Okay. Okay, let's see all our resources here. We should be good. This mission should not take a day. I would think that would take a little less. So I'm not worried about our provisions. And besides, you know, Bill can hold his breath. He's fine. He doesn't need to eat. He's good. He's trained, pretty much. We kind of just got him off the street. Never mind. Disclassified information. Let's see. So what's our orbit like? Okay, that's way too high, and that's kind of way too low. Great. Just perfect. Did I bind these? I did not bind the solar panels to a key. Okay. We'll just deploy them manually. They're just meant as emergency panels for when it's on the station, but right now it isn't essential to have them. I've also put little battery banks here. Again, spare energy, just in case. I think I've way misinterpreted the energy consumption of the fuel station. I've way overestimated it. It is not that big. It is not a huge energy consumption at all. Question now, will this work as an orbit? Well, okay, let's look at it like this. The apoapsis of this space station is 200 kilometers. So let's take the 92 kilometers out of this apoapsis and let's put it into the periapsis. So let's just get a quick calculation here on that. So what I mean by that is let's take 87,211, then add it, and then add 92,424 to estimate. And you get a periapsis of 179,000 or 179.6 kilometers roughly. Okay, so estimating that means that we are in fact in a pretty good orbit. Actually, we will catch up to this object eventually. It may take some time, but it is possible. Also, one more burn I want to do before I go back to the tracking station to speed this up. I want to adjust like not like that, like that. There. Okay, then we'll just point towards the node. I was about to press the node button on MechJeb's Smart ASS, but then I realized we don't have MechJeb's Smart ASS. But what we do have is an awesome IVA, so yeah. Oh, it actually shows like the opposite of the blue marker. So if we want to burn away from our node, or from the where we're trying to burn, we could. Oh geez, yeah. So I want to get as close as possible in my inclination. So I'm just gonna make a quick inclination change. Yeah. And I wasn't focusing on the nav ball. Crap. Okay, let's just this. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, what's our current inclination right now? Whatever, it's gonna change as soon as we do this. Point south on the artificial horizon. And nope. Come on. Come on. Just nodes. Okay. Just do that. Close enough. And nope. Okay. Whatever, an inclination change doesn't have to be exact. Whatever, that's good enough. Okay. Okay. Whoa! Yeah, I kind of forgot. Again. Okay. Just... No! That's his target. That's about as good as we're getting. Okay, time to go back to the tracking station and just readjust this. Or not readjust this. Just time accelerate till we're close. I feel like it wasn't the wisest decision to just let that orbit be. It doesn't quite seem orientated correctly. Whatever, let's just do this. Time warp. Am I actually getting closer? Is the distance actually any difference? It seems like it, but it's taking quite a while. I think I want to change this orbit. Speed up, slow down. Speed up, slow down. Speed up, slow down. This is the nature of Kerbal Space Program. This is art. Okay, well, but seriously. Come on. Oh my gosh, I'm getting dizzy. Come on, okay, so it actually is catching up. I want to let one more orbit. Let's just see what one more orbit does to this. Okay, let's fly this. See what happens here. I want to see how close of an encounter I got here. Oh, that's pretty good. That is okay. It's spazzing out because it's not quite sure. Just try that. Okay, so no. That is a no on that front. Now, I'm just gonna quick save here, and I'm going to attempt to slow down, because I'm not, it says it's kind of spazzing, so we're just gonna point, I want to point retrograde, and I want to burn so that I kill most of my velocity opposed to the target. Yeah, it is quickly, it is quickly flying by, so we're just gonna burn early because we are using a nuclear engine here, nuclear motor. I'm just gonna call it an engine because that's just what I call those things that propel my spaceships. Okay, may wanted to have start the burn. I may have wanted to start the burn earlier, possibly. It seems like I'm doing okay here. We have 54 kilonewtons of thrust going, which is not too great, not too horrible, not amazing by any means, but okay. I'll admit I don't know too much about kilonewtons, but I know enough that that is below average, slightly below average. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're slowing down. We're slowing down opposed to the target. That's good. That is good. Are we on a crash course with the planet, though? No, we are not. Okay, great. So this is working wonderfully. Quick burn here, just a quick little slightly overheating burn. Come on, come on, come on. Slow down. Or speed up. Am I speeding up or slowing down? I am speeding up. Oh my gosh. Just, come on. At least within 15 kilometers here. I gotta be fairly precise about this. And we're soon going to be dumping this engine in favor of RCS, because at a certain point in the very, very near future, we're gonna be close enough to the target where we won't need engines or roads, mainly engines. Yeah, movie reference. Okay. What just happened? Why did it switch modes? Good enough. Okay. Now let's boing. Let's boing. Yeah, let's boing towards the target. I don't know. Just let's finish this mission. I apologize. Let's just finish this. Come on. Come on. Now we're gonna burn towards the target. Burn around 15. Considering how far away we are, 15 meters a second seems like a decent time. Okay. Oop. Nope. We're going to be doing a lot of this from the exterior view now. Okay, and then we're going to point retrograde so that we can have a stable, so that we can stably be stable. Yeah. Gonna Ooh, we're within range of actual full identification. It is in fact the KCAR manned space station, which is not actually manned or Kerbal yet. Should I just call it Kerbal Space Station? Nah, I'll just call it manned. People will know what it means. Anyway. Okay, that's not working. Let's burn towards the target, shall we? Also, quick save, because this is scary. I'm so afraid of messing this up, actually. I don't think anyone is that who plays KSP is too wonderful with orbital maneuvers, and actually, don't get me wrong, I love this game. Love it. This is an amazing game. But orbital maneuvers are not my forte. It's kind of just something I try to avoid, but I will end up doing a lot in this series. Okay, that got me nowhere, so let's burn a bit, sorry. Burn a bit more towards the target. And I'm gonna start burning towards it again. It's just a lot of corrections now. Okay, now we're just gonna burn retrograde. Oh no. Oh, okay, we're going a bit too fast in that direction. Let's just, okay. Oh, keep forgetting to press C. How are we doing with our orbits, by the way? Oh, somehow it's all just kind of lining up. Weird how it does that. Okay. See here, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's just burn again. It's a lot of just this whole correction stuff. I'm probably gonna just speed this up in post-commentary because, or post-production, post-filming of this episode, because it is slow and tedious. It's all worth it though at the end to see the finished product. Oh no, okay, let's just burn a bit more. Okay. As soon as we're within 1 kilometer of the manned space station, I want to dump these engines. I want to dump this engine. Okay. I'm considering dumping them now. It's becoming more precise, and I'll do one more. Nah, I'll quick save right here just in case this goes wrong. Now let's just turn on RCS and let's burn towards the target. Okay, so yeah, I did it, and I just quick saved. This was awesome. I don't even know. How did I even do this? I don't know. It took me forever to dock this because, you know, docking boards get a bit finicky. But overall, that was pretty successful. I'd say that went pretty well, and I was really scared there when you saw when the solar, I was about to hit the solar panels. I swear, that was horrible. But it worked out pretty well in the end. And this waste heat will kind of die down. It'll stabilize as the new module, as everything gets familiar with the new module. So as you can see, this is kind of just a big vertical line. I'm probably gonna add more stuff on these docking ports. I'm gonna have to be a bit creative about that. Let's just say if I want to put anything up there, because I put a power module right below it, and that kind of takes effort to get that to use that to put stuff on there with that docking module. But now we're going to assume certain re-entry procedure and decouple that, by the way. Don't need it. So then we're just gonna switch to this little craft. No, I want to switch to the little craft. Switch to now we just need to get away from that and make sure we don't run into the space station, just in case. Make sure we're out of range of the space station. And ready, set, burn. Oh yeah. That's that would be a thing. I saved this time, haha. I quick saved right before then. See? Cameron, it was very helpful, very helpful. Oh my gosh, that was tense. That was extremely tense. I was concerned. Oh, it's okay now, we're good. This may end up just being a gigantic line. Just one straight line through space. And decouple this. That's just gonna kinda switch to. So luckily, since I put little advanced communitrons on the energy module, we already have connection with all the satellites. So we can use this communication module that I just put on for probes purely. And excuse me, farther out communications. So that's awesome. Also, I want to get away from this again. Okay, there we go. I don't know why why it's weird like that. I guess I just have to manually activate it. And here we go, speeding away from the space station that I've so meticulously crafted as of yet, and I'm extremely worried about that. I'm kind of worried about that space debris. I'll have to fix that after the mission. So now you actually get to see the escape system in action. This is probably what I'm going to use if I want to put on an emergency escape system on the space stations, which I'm considering. And I'm sorry, I'm really happy with myself, because this is probably the most advanced project I've ever done. I'll be honest. It's kind of sad, but that's true. For me, having played so long, I don't usually actually do space stations. I get to a certain point in the career mode, and then I kind of just don't play on that world anymore, and then I move on. But since I have a YouTube series, now I kind of have to do that differently. And I'm okay with that, because I'm enjoying this. I am. It's meticulous, it's difficult, and it can sometimes be rage-inducing to make me just not want to play, not even want to use a computer. But it's so fun when it does work. When everything just works, it is a beautiful feeling. It's just truly, I can only describe it as that, beautiful. It's an amazing feeling when everything just works out fine. And I'm just burning off my RCS. I don't have to, but I want to. Let's see how much I can burn off of my orbit. Okay. So if I do add, so next module I'm going to add is probably going, yes there are going to be more by the way, we don't even have this manned yet, so the manned space station, it has now fulfilled about a third of the name. It is a space station and it does have communications, but first of all, it cannot refuel anything unless it's monopropellant related, which is not very efficient. I want this to be able to refuel like actual rockets and stuff, and space planes even. And I also want to man it, so it has to be manned or Kerbaled. I want to put Kerbals in it. So I need a habitation module and a refueling module. A couple of refueling modules. So this is I have to get to work designing those. But for now we've got another module on. Woohoo! Communications. Oh, this worked out pretty well, but we're not quite done yet, of course. We still actually need to land. But that is pretty much a success. At least for the module part, that was a success. Now again, safe return. And this time we will not have another KIA Kerbal this time. This time I actually plan on landing him successfully. You know, I just wondered, no, never mind. Something kind of strange just crossed my mind. How do Kerbal, like, genders work? That's a curious subject. You know what? I would be curious to know. It sounds creepy, but I mean, how do they? That's an interesting thought. Anyway, so we're descending now. We're almost out of monopropellant. And we're out. Okay, now we're just gonna dump that whole part. And we're going to assume the re-entry position. Just time itself. Oh, also quick save. Final quick save. We are going to quick save right outside Kerbin's orbit, or not orbit, right outside Kerbin's atmosphere. The SAS off. I'd rather just go to like a 45-degree angle. Okay. And we are going to start experiencing some heat. Yep. Here we go. Heat shield. It's up to you. Oh, it is doing fabulous. Okay. As soon as we get rid of these little air resistance effects, we're gonna first of all deploy the parachute. Second of all, dump the heat shield. And why is it following the heat shield? Why is it following the heat shield? I don't... Okay. Well, never mind. Physics, what's that? Heat shield. How do I switch? How do I switch? I don't know how to switch. I don't use the... Okay, the recording cut out for a minute there. I don't know why, but it did, so... Yeah. And we are almost down. Woohoo! Look at this. Oh, what? We can actually do, like... Is there actually science that we could gain from this right now? Oh, I could also... Can't transmit. I could activate the camera on the Kerbal. Yeah, first person camera. Pretty cool. Anyway. Board. So, first, I just want... I want to apologize if you're not quite fond of the whole space station and me doing that, but that's kind of, it's a big thing for me. And I also, if you really don't want to, just skip all the space station stuff, because more episodes are coming of the space station. We are going to be, I plan on making, this is my first big project of this series, besides, if you don't want to count the moon landing, but it's kind of, this is the first really big thing, like the first long-term big thing that I'm doing in this series. So I'm just gonna go back and look at it, and marvel at it, and not because I'm egotistical, just because this is the coolest thing I've ever done, honestly, in Kerbal Space Program. This, besides learning how to fly rockets, this has to be the coolest thing I've ever assembled in Kerbal Space Program. And this isn't even, again, this isn't even done. This is just like the beginning of this. This is only the first couple modules. There's still a bit more. We're like halfway through this project. A little less than halfway. Gonna want to get rid of that debris just in case. But I'm gonna exit out with a good look at this space station. I'm Rudlin the Elf. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode. Woohoo!